What's up, guys and gals? Sorry for being late, guys. Actually had the internet been working on, so my bad, guys. But I'm here, so welcome to Cantonese Comic Wednesdays. Before we get started, let me shout out my local LCS, Nerd Out Comics, for always looking out for me, for always hooking me up, for Tim and Glenn for always recommending me some good reads and always giving me some good deals, guys. So if you're ever in the Tampa Bay area, go check out Nerd Out Comics. But before we get started, that's what any yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. But let's see what's on my reading pile this week. Finally got Fighter Girls issue 2 and the Invincible Red Sonja. Got a different besides the Carla Cohen cover. I thought this cover was really cool. I actually got a chance to read Void issue 1, and this was a Tim recommendation. New York, LA, NYPD officer fighting Asian officer fighting samurai and Vikings, but somehow she passes away and she ends up in a void. So that's the summary of this one. Red Gun Honey is it's another Asian character, and she's pretty much like either a hitman or like a James Bond type character that actually goes after targets. So I'm assuming she's maybe an assassin, but I've been enjoying this, and I'm probably gonna pick up next issue. Been really enjoying Gun Honey. Issue 8 of Crossover by Donny Cates. I had to pick this cover up. It had Valifax and the Axe, so I had to pick this one up. Just saw the cover and thought it was kind of interesting. I saw the art in it, thought it was interesting, and it's by Scout Comics, issue 1. And this was another Tim recommendation. Donny Cates' Thor. Been really good. Perillo's cover, Deja Doris, John Carter of Mars, The Good Asian, Berserker, Sonja Verse, Vengeance of Vampirella, Perillo cover. Got a chance to read it. Really good, actually. There's a dragon in it. Vampy fights a dragon. So, kind of interesting. Lock and Key meets Sandman issue 2 finally comes out. Had to pick up the Ben Oliver cover of Vengeance of Vampirella. Reminded me of Smiley, actually. The main reason I picked this one up. And I thought Smiley might like this one too. So it's Vengeance of Vampirella issue 22, and it's by Ben Oliver. So if you wanted to pick it up from Marvelous Comics, that's what this is. And last week I actually got a AOK from VV, from Vigilante, my brother from Austria. Got Jaguar God, and got a foreign edition of a horror comic, so that's pretty cool. And he got me a autographed copy of. Ooh, actually, it is right about here. Nope, hold on. Yeah. Nope. I'll find it. Yeah, and he got me an autograph copy with Brian Polito and a Jim Valiant cover. Have you guys seen it on Facebook? I took a picture of it. But that's pretty much what I had going on. And I left the poll out to see what you guys want to learn in Cantonese. Not many people actually actually used the poll. My boy Anthony from Wild Mercury Comics actually used it and asked how to say magic. More soot. That's how you say magic, guys. More soot. More soot. More soot is that's the word you guys want to know how to say. So it's magic. More soot. More soot. That's pretty much what you guys wanted to learn. But I'll be on the Nerdy Collective this weekend. I'll be on Sean's show. Oh, actually, no. Sean won't have a show this weekend and have probably next Saturday we'll have one. So I'll be on Sean's show for a little bit. And let's see. Trying to think of what else is going on. Not much. And then the Extreme Nerd Table. If Silver Age Sunday goes on and nobody cancels, I'll be on Silver Age Sunday. But had something to do beforehand last week, and I would have hopped on with Boat and everybody. But I had something to do when went out. But pretty much Silver Age Sundays, Extreme Nerd Table. Never know who we're gonna have on. Never know who's the guest. But pretty much that's what's going on with me. Actually, in October, I'm gonna be starting Vamptober, so it's gonna be Vampira on this channel. It's gonna be a bunch of Vampirella stuff. First things first, it's gonna be introduction to Vampirella. That's the first video. Second one is a tour of my Vampirella Warren magazine run. So that's going to be cool. Probably have a couple of interviews, a couple of cosplayers. Let's see. Cosplayers. Trying to get Trina Robbins on. So we can actually interview. I can actually interview her. I wanted to get Trina and Sarah on, but Sarah on because Trina's never met Frank Frazetta. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to introduce her to Sarah Frazetta for being his granddaughter. Thought it'd be kind of cool to introduce these two. So cross your fingers, guys. I'm hoping Trina says yes for an interview. I would love to interview her with Sarah. It'd be kind of cool. It'd be the first time for her to meet Sarah. So that'd be kind of cool. So because she's talked to her grandfather about Vampirella's outfit. So that'd be kind of cool. But that's pretty much what I got going on. But before I go, let me, just in case people don't know what I picked up this week and what VV actually gifted me. VV gifted me a foreign edition horror comic, a Jaguar God, and then he gifted me a signed edition of Brian Polito and Jim Valiant cover that Brian actually worked for Marvel for a little bit and actually wrote a story. So that's kind of surprising. Picked up Ben Oliver's Vengeance of Vampirella cover, issue 22. Reminded me of Smiley. Actually, the cover thought I'd be a Smiley type cover. So if Smiley wanted to know who it was, it's by Ben Oliver. Sandman, Lock and Key. Lock and Key is one of my favorites. Never read Sandman before, but it's a pretty cool crossover. I've been enjoying it. I actually read it, and it's actually pretty good. Vengeance of Vampirella, one of my favorite Perillo covers by far on this run. She looks like a redhead here, so that's pretty cool. Sonya Verse, just like Vampyverse. So now Red Sonja has a verse. So I'm wondering if they're gonna come up with a Purgaverse, because since Purgatory is one of their top characters. Berserker, Good Asian, Deja Doris versus John Carter of Mars. But I'm wondering if it's really a versus, or are they gonna be teaming up later, or if it's a team up book more than a versus book. So far, it's been interesting. All I gotta say. Issue 17 of Donny Cates' Thor run. Night of. But this is a Tim recommendation, so pretty interested to see. And it's a Scout comic, so I'm pretty interested to read it. Crossover by Donny Cates. Gun Honey. I actually got a chance to read this. Gun Honey is actually really good. It's actually about either assassin or a 007 type character that goes after targets and stuff, and it's an Asian character, so it's pretty interesting. Her code name is Gun Honey, but her name is I think they said Tang, Tan. Yeah, it said Tang, so it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna for sure get an issue 2, and there was actually a Adam Hughes cover that's coming for me. That they're actually ordering it for me, so. And Void from Red 5 was really interesting. NYP explanation of this: NYPD officer, Asian officer, fighting samurai and fighting ninjas and Vikings. But pretty interesting story. So just got a chance to read that. And finally picked up Frank Cho's issue 2 of Fighter Girls. Then picked up Red Sonja. This one is not a Perillo and not a Carla Cohan cover, but it's somebody else. I thought it was kind of nice. It was a nice cover. So that's what I picked up. And you guys wanted to learn how to say magic. Mosut. So that's pretty much what I got going on, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to learn some Cantonese, or make sure to rewatch some of my videos to relearn some Cantonese. Read your comics. I'll check you guys later.